Okay, we are now capturing the coupon code, but as we are capturing coupon code, it turns out that I need also to think about invoicing. I need to think about invoicing, as you can see on this side. And should prepend on our database should be inserted or recorded on the database as invoice. We could either do pre-invoicing or do post-invoicing, right? And let me show you something. Back on our testing, we are now testing the payments. I mean, checking the coupon code. We've captured we've checked the coupon hash as a first step, making sure that our coupon exists. And what we are doing with this particular special coupon is that we are now trying to use coupon to make a discount on a current payment or what is due. What we are trying to create an alternative type of payments. If we are going to deploy this application as intended on a third world country, which is a political way of saying a developing country or a struggling country, imagine if this service, the mobile service, ever go down, what's gonna happen? People will be freaking out. So we need to think about the worst case scenario, provision for the worst case scenario. That's why I decided to spend a lot of time. I could go ahead and just working on the debit card payments and credit card payments, which is the option on the far right, this one. But I thought it'd be better for me to spend time here because I know there is, if not 90% of a chance that this service ever go down. Because when you start making that income and the vendor with whom you are dependent on or to whom you're dependent on, they may sabotage your system just to make your life a little bit difficult. So in life, always have the option B, option C, and option D. Not in a relationship though, because as soon as you have your option B in a relationship, what am I even talking about? You're already fucked up and fucked up big. But when designing a system, you need to think about force tolerance, right? The best system are force tolerant system. These are systems that can withstand some defaults, so that all the components of system continue to work in spite of something happening. The reason why I wanted to spend a lot of time on coupon d'accès or access coupon, and this is not your regular coupon. You know, it's not a regular coupon. It's not a discount coupon. This is sort of special coupon. Even though technically, practically, both of them have the same utility, because both of them are sort of money-like. You know, a coupon is money-like because it allows you to get a discount or to have some percentage on your pending payments. So let's design together. Watch me as I'm designing this. So what's gonna happen on so this side, this one here on the green side, green button, this will be displayed as soon as the actually this should be step this should be sort of step 2 or step 3. Right? This should be step 3. Step 3 on the coupon validation things. Arrange, bring front. This should be step 1. Would I say step? Probably case. I would say case, because there are a lot of cases that can happen. In case 1, the user's prompts. Remember, this is not where we are validating, we are checking the coupon hash. The coupon hash will happen with the URL. Once you sell the coupon, if you sell, let me do something. How can I design the QR code? Right. Imagine this is your, yeah, oh, I got something. Imagine this is your QR code. Right? This is your QR code. And the QR code has a link behind it, right? The data of the QR code is pretty much, it's a link. It's simply a link. If the user scan the QR code, they get redirected to a page where they need to check if that coupon is valid, or if that coupon is on the market. If the coupon hash exists. Oh, I have something here. What is that thing? I have hidden elements. So the QR code will be for the coupon hash or the coupon key. And this is a public key. It's sort of a public key if I want to use the asymmetric cryptographic concepts. But even if I'm using that, I'm not using that in the level that is on the X509. I mean, I don't want to get on that, you know. But this will be sort of a public key. Coupon key is public, right? Coupon key is public. And when the user scan the QR code and the coupon key, they will be redirected to a place where we either confirm yes, this QR code is valid. This is a coupon with the value of X amount of money in local currency / dollar. And we prompt the user, do you want to seal this coupon? And sealing will be so important, right? Sealing's so important because once the users seal their coupon, even if they throw it away, nobody else will use it because they have sealed that coupon for themselves. But what's gonna happen once the users seal? We will send them a coupon code. This 16 digits separated by dashed. We send them. We will display that, and it's one time we display that. They have to copy that, save that somewhere. We can even send them to their email address, because even if the hacker successfully steal the coupon code, they're not gonna use that on themselves. They have to use that on that user. That's why sealing is so important, because sealing is sort of creating a contract. Sealing is endorsement, right? The user endorses that coupon belongs to them, and they are the only person entitled to use that. And when they're after sealing, they will get the coupon code, and then they will use the coupon code here. But as I was working on something, I figure I need to do invoicing, because there is a requirement. I mean, almost like in our country, either here in America or on a developing country, if you make someone, if you're doing a service and someone make a payment, you have to give them a receipt, and the receipt, which is an invoice, we need to do that. And even though we have an invoice here, this one should be a pre-generated invoice on the user side, but it's gonna be a post invoicing on the back end, right? This is just to tell the user. We can even do something like we can do something like this. Let's do something like we can make them confirm the invoice. Why? Because we want them to confirm the invoice before they make a payment. Or we don't have to do that, because psychologically, when you're designing, when you want to make a user to click on something, don't make them click on next to money. It's cringe them and then just go away. So always remove any click close to the amount of money. Like this amount of money, you don't have to put something like accept. They'll freak out. They say, I don't want to accept. Just let them pay. Let them pay. Let them. Even when we're gonna design for the mobile service, we're not gonna click. This invoice will be a pre-invoicing on the user side, a post-invoicing on the back end. But when it comes to generating invoice for the subscription, we have to generate a pre-invoicing, which gonna happen 2 days before the subscription amount is due. You issue that, you send them an email. If they don't pay, Still they have the invoice which is pending or not paid, and then the subscription went down. Once they pay that, we generate a new invoice, and they can still have the previous invoice on their system. That's a lot of talking, but there is another scenario here. Not all coupon access will work. People will attempt, even if they know it should not be possible, but people will always attempt to, where am I gonna copy this? Cut. Let's paste it here. People will always attempt to insert wrong coupon code. Copy and paste and bring it somewhere here. And this one is gonna be for, so I have to bring a retry, arrange front, yeah. This one gonna be a case 2, because there is only 3 cases here. Either the coupon is correct, we prompt them to confirm right here on confirm, or the coupon, so the face, they see this interface to insert the coupon, they can copy and paste, but we have to mask it so that it's gonna have a dash, right? It's separate with dash 1 2 3 4 dash. And for those of you that want to see the regular expression for that, because I used to hate regular expression, but now I'm in love with regular expression. Now, in extreme way, I just love working with regular expression because it restricts what a particular field in a database or in a class should receive. And that way, you don't allow anything either on your, even if when you're using a browser, a URL bar, if you apply a regular expression on your query string, it makes it safe for anybody to pass anything. But let me show you some. On our view to check the coupon code, a coupon code, can you see this? Right here. A coupon code should have this format. 1 2 3 4. We should have it. If a coupon code does not have this format, we just respond A. That's invalid coupon code. And this will be for the API, but of course for a French, because the application we're designing, the interface on the user side will be French. You know, we're gonna figure out the way we can get this response in there. But this is the way it's gonna happen, right? And I have to keep a post verb on checking coupon, but I've changed something in my previous video on sealing the coupon. I've used the verb post instead of, I used the verb post, which is not bad, but I've changed it to patch because I thought since we are modifying the record of a coupon, why not just use patch? You know, I changed it to patched, and I've changed everything. So what I'm exposing here on different types of video I'm doing live or recording and editing, it's not the definite decision. You know, sometimes I get up in the morning, or I mean not get up in the morning, but every time I have a chance to look at that to modify, I can modify. So this is what's gonna happen. Coupon, let's go back up on sealing coupon view set. I've modified the get objects method on update API view. I need to remind myself, yeah, to put a note on something about it. Yeah, so this is the way we're gonna get our coupon hash. We get the key. We wanna make sure that the expiration is null. Yeah, so the expiration will have 3 states: none, true, false. Why? If someone succeeds to create a coupon key, right, still they don't have a right to, they have to get on coupon payments. They have to get on coupon or code verification, you know. So the default value of the expiration is none, right? And then we get on the next step. Once we get that object, we recognize that the key exists, but the coupon is valid, which means the coupon is on the market to be sold. If we get that and then we update, look at this one. We update the expire, is expired to false, from none to false. And of course, we get our formula. Formula is, this is where the secret sauce is being cooked, right? This is the recipe to get the coupon code, and I'm not gonna expose this helper, but you guys can figure it out, you know, the way if you want to do that on your own, figure out the way you can do that. And then we're saving with a little bit of increasing a little bit of performance. We're just saving the owner, is valid, is expired, right? And then yeah, we can also create a updatable view in the backend. That's not the word I'm looking for. Create a trigger to check every time we are saving with owned by, is valid by, is expired by is expired. Every time we're saving with these key, we have to make sure that not only these values are being saved. If not, we can detect that somebody's has attacked us. So there's different way to protect this. Even if I'm exposing this, I know it's not gonna be difficult. It's not gonna be easy for anybody just to go generate a coupon key out there and create a coupon code, and it's not gonna be easy. I mean, the magic, if not the restriction, because when I say the word magic, if my mom is watching this video, it'll be like, why are you talking about magic? The key is that once we seal our coupon, it's pretty much done. You know, the chance of that being still or being stolen, should have said, is 0.00. So okay, let's go back to, yeah, so we've changed the coupon sealing logic. I've also added a new logic on oh, that's the invoicing. We'll be right back because we need to talk about invoicing. I've also changed the logic on where is the coupon? Yeah, I've changed the logic. I've added some restriction, if not some constraints. Is that constraints? It's some checking. I'll call that checking. Right? On clean. So we wanna check that when we updating when we're creating a coupon, when we're creating a coupon, the valid until, which is the expiration, must now be less than 24 hours. 24 hours. Coupon must expire in more than 24 hours. If the valid until is less than the actual time where, the time zone. The default one will be UTC, of course. The default one is UTC. And the city where this application will be deployed is plus 1 hour. Plus 1 hour to UTC. Plus 1 hour to UTC. Oh. GMT. Right? Is that GMT? Yeah. Yeah, it's GMT. I might be wrong, but let's use UTC. Okay, one thing, that's one thing I add on the coupon. I've also applied indexing so we can make it fast. We index on coupon hash and own by, because the user is the toughest class, is the toughest components. Yeah, is the toughest. Authentication is the toughest. Identification is the toughest priority in any system. You need to identify who's using what, who for what, and it's simple, Yeah, who's using what, and that's why we pass the owned by. We've also added constraints owned by the Fongola, which is the key, and the coupon hash has to be unique, both of them together. No mixing, no duplicate record for these three fields. Let's go back on the test. So we are not done yet. We are checking we already checked the coupon, and I like the way this application has been built. We have read, and write. And you're probably asking yourself a question: what do you mean by read, write? Like, in terms of performance, we are checking coupon hash, which is a read. We are checking coupon code. There are some writes happening. Let me see. There's some writes happening. There's some writes happening here. But those are safe writes on the Django side, because Django already exposed his objects here. It's a read. The most resource, I wouldn't say resource intensive. The predominant operation is getting the coupon, right? The most prominent operation is getting the coupon, and we get the coupon. Once we get the coupon, this object is already available on Python. We update and we save. It's gonna be light. It's not gonna be. So we are doing a lot of read. The only write's gonna happen on the payments, and we're gonna do that here. Right? This was just to check your response. So we have to make a payment, and what do we need on the payments? On the payments, we need a user. We need paid on. The amount is subscription. Status, the default will be pending. Right? And the transaction ID. Transaction ID for, we can create a random transaction ID. I'll see what I can do about transaction ID. It's gonna depend on what I can. The transaction ID depends on the payment method. Again, let's go back on our Illustrator. So if we select the orange money. If a user select the orange money will make the payment for us, and then we give us the response back. We get his transaction ID. That's where we're gonna save on the payments, so we can make a payment. The same with the Airtel money and M-Pesa. I may add more option here, like a PayPal. If I think like I have to do that, but I think Orange money, the Airtel money, and credit card is sufficient. But the most critical here is the coupon access. I can't emphasize this enough. I can't put an emphasis on this enough, because I know for sure there is a lot of chance that those services will go down, because sometimes they go down. And not that I can, I don't trust the credit and debit card payments, which is sort of international, but you never know. Let's go back again. Okay, still you can see I'm now on the front end. I am on the graphic design and on the back end, because the back end is the most important component of a web application or any application, because any application, either the design of a chip as a back end and a front end, So the back end is really important. So that's why we're spending a lot of time here doing testing. Yeah. So let's continue. The right will happen for the payment. We have to write payment. Read, write. And we're gonna do more right. We're gonna do the right's gonna happen on the payments and the one-time payments. Okay. Now let's go complete this step, or if not, now we need to import payments from this is the URL for those of you that haven't yet watched my previous. If you have not yet watched the previous video on checking coupon hash or coupon key, this is what we'll be selling. This is the weight, right? Yeah, I think everything now is probably like close, to go live. But yeah, I wanted to spend more time on payments and share this knowledge, because I want to create competition. This is not really for those who already know this. This is for my people. I know some of my people, some of my folks are watching me, so I want them to learn from this and go do like me, I mean, yeah, go out there, do it like me or do it better than me. I'll encourage you to do that. Now let's import what do we need to import here? We need to import payments from subscription somewhere here. Yeah, subscription, yeah, payments. We need to import payments so we can make payment. And this is the right will happen here. I don't have to check if coupon already. I don't have to check that, because it's gonna fail. If it doesn't exist, there is a return here on check object, right? Raise HTTP 404. So I don't have to check if coupon again. So I'm just gonna payments. Payments objects, create. What are we gonna create? we need to prepare our payment feeds. Let's call the payment attributes of field. What are we expecting? What's payment expecting? Payment expects user who's making payments. User gonna be our owner because he already found. Remember, we're checking if the user, if we don't find the user, we say invalid credential. As you can see, everything is flowing. All right, I could make this application better if I would go, if the deployment will be on microservices, but it's always recommended on its application. Software engineers, they go somewhere, they just grab a concept and they start selling that. And when the executives listen about the word monolith, say, oh, this is a monolith application, we can use that, we have to make it a microservice. Crazy. Okay, so we're gonna go on so this application will be deployed as a Cocoon application or all-in-one application, aka monolith application. Therefore, we're not gonna send states between services. It's just gonna be, it's just gonna flow up, down. So we're expecting user amounts. The amounts, we get it from a coupon amount because we already get the coupon amounts. As you can see, it's flowing, like everything is tied together. There is a cohesion between these entities. By entity, I'm referring to component, classes, table. Amounts, what is paid on will be automatic. Is subscription? No, this payment will not be a subscription payment. So a subscription will be, it's gonna be a one-time payment. What else? The status, the default status will be the default status will be pending. I know why, because I'm gonna send this to Signal. No, I think this is a one-way payment. We already checked the code, so the default status, the status has to be, we have to make that confirm. Yeah, it's a confirmed payment because it's by a coupon, right? It's a confirmed payment. Let's go on status will be confirmed. Yeah, because we already checked the coupon code is valid. Confirm. What else? Transaction ID. I have not preview. I don't have anything set up for the transaction ID, but I know what I can do today. Transaction ID, let's copy transact ID. I named that transact ID. Transact ID. Let's use this helper that generates a random. There is one helper here on this helper generates random string. I'm gonna use that. Share util. Where is share util? We don't have share util here. Share. Oh, we have share UT somewhere. Oh yeah. Share UT imports generate random string. Let's bring this imports close to them, because when it's when the cursor is on share module, it's automatically find the throttle custom, the custom versioning, and the utility, and then generator. So we're gonna generate not let's generate 11. We're gonna generate 11 alphanumeric string. That will be our transaction ID. And when we are using mobile service, I mean, that's the backend on the system will give us a. I've checked the documentation. Oof, I'm telling you, that's why the United States is just the United States, man. I've checked the documentation. Let me show you something. I've checked the documentation for Airtel Money. If you guys are listening to me, oh man, the API documentation is crazy. Orange Money doesn't even have an API. You have to sign up for a service before they expose the way the API works. And it's not clear. It's so cumbersome, complicated. They're using too much technical words, and those words they're using, they're not explaining that. There is no communication if you are coding your words. Like I went to Orange Money API. They're using a lot of acronyms, and they're not explaining those acronyms. It's just like if you want to do that, call us. We want to make money from you. That's not fair. If you guys want to expose something for developers, write it in a simple, clear English, right? That's way developer can be eager to sign up with your service. At the end of the day, you're the one that will make money. But I like M-Pesa. M-Pesa, it's simple. Their documentation is public. You don't have to sign up to any service to get their documentation. I like M-Pesa API, but I don't like Airtel Money and Orange Money API documentation. It's so up there. I can imagine the type of people. This M-Pesa is designed by English population. This one designed by French, and I see French people always extra, like oh, tu veux prendre du vin? It's always extra for them, so it's in their culture to not make things simple. And English people are more simple. They're more simpler. They make things, and that's what I like about the Chinese people. The Chinese people, they're so simple that they're very, very effective. Even the Chinese language, Mandarin itself, it's simple. It's just words that mean X, Y, Z. The more you're making things simple, the more people understand. The more yourself you think simply, right? So Orange Money documentation is poor, so complicated, a lot of acronym. Airtel Money the same. M-Pesa, I like that. For debit card, credit card services, I'm not even worried about that, because I know when I will land on Square API, it's clear, simple, a lot of details, a lot of information. They're assuming they're teaching that to a 15 years old, a teenager. So yeah, it's always good when you're dealing with a better documentation in technical aspects. When you're dealing with something technical, like creating an API or using a third-party API. Okay. So we're gonna create our payment. This is the write that's happening here. And I've said this, I'll say that again. If you wanna master system design, most importantly in computing, you need to know the read, the write, and the execute. These are three operations that happen behind the scene in everything, in every operation on the clock. And by the clock, I'm referring the CPU. Right? We have the read, we have the write, we have the execute. Or by the clock, I'm not referring the CPU, I'm referring to memory or CPU or any computer. Because there is always a read, there is always a write, there is always an execute. Execute is when you are both reading and you are either writing or you are doing once, right? But execute is more like you're reading and write. It's a little bit expensive. Because not expensive in terms of money, resource expensive. Execute. I heard the write was more expensive than execute, but I'm not sure about that because execute can do more than writing. Writing is part of execute, of course. But reading is simple. Reading just one way, reading. So we are writing here. We are writing payments. So we're gonna do if payment exists. If we successfully write the payments, we just return. What was the message? What was the message here? That's not the text we're expecting. We have to change that. Return response. Today, as I was reading some documentation on customizing or creating a better HTTP response, I was actually reading on W3C website. For those of you who do not know W3C, W3C stands for World Wide Web Consortium. Right? It's a consortium of members, usually companies that create standard for the World Wide Web. For the web, just to make it simple. So they say you don't have to respond like on the objects like this, like an error, or in this case we don't need an error. In this case we can say detail. So they recommend instead of your response having just one key with the text, like a payment has been processed, is that correct? They recommend that you create an object after this. You create another object and then probably pass details. For security reason, see, for security reason, that's the better way you can do that. Okay, and of course we need to pass the status. The status will not be okay. The status has to be 201. It should not be 200. It should be created because we create a payment. Also, this status on updates. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, this is a bad implementation on patch. Or puts. I shouldn't retain 201 created, but it doesn't matter. I will leave it that way. Yeah, I should, but I'll leave it that way. I should retain the specific code. What is the specific code? It's for oh, it's 200 or 204, no content. Oh, so it has to be 200. So if it's no contents, basically 204 no contents has to be applicable for the puts. But we're doing partial updating. We're doing patch, so we don't. Let me change the code here. We're gonna make it okay. 200. Okay. By the way, I don't. In my previous video, I said that you should not check the response with a code. I was wrong. You should use both. You should use both the code and the body, because there are some responses are empty. Like the 204 is basically it's usually empty. But don't rely exclusively on the code. You have to check the body as well. Okay. Yeah, so we've created, payment has been processed. Now we need to trigger a signal on payment so that when payment is created, we need to change the status of our application. Oh, by the way, I don't think I'm gonna do that today, but I'm thinking about something. This is a one-time payment, which is it's subject to making a payment for a specific application. Do not forget that. This is so important. Oh, by the way, you see, I didn't even finish. The step 2, let me go back. The step 2 is an error. Oh, I can leave it. Let me leave it. This one. Change the background to... So the case 2, alternative case 2 is an error. This one has to be white. And it's gonna be in French. Okay, let's make that bold. Where are we gonna modify the text here? Oh, yeah. Let Let's make that a little bit. Let's make that a little bit bold. Yeah. There should be. What is yeah. Autre coupon. This background should not be a San Antonio color. Should be a red. Should be red. Yeah. Votre coupon is votre coupon est incorrect. Réessayer. So when we click réessayer, this will be a React component. When we click on retry and these components appear again, it's not gonna be like this. I'm just showing. So case 1, we prompt them to enter the coupon code. Case 2, it fails. Actually, this has to be a little bit. This one have to have a lot of space. Oh, I locked that. I locked that layer. Let me unlock that. Yeah, we have to make. Okay, so yeah, we gotta have a space here on it's not gonna look the way it's gonna look much, more better. I mean, much better. It's gonna look a little bit, but I'm just giving myself an idea what I need to work on. And yeah, I don't like it. Also, why not bring it a little bit in the middle? Like right here. Yeah, like right here. We could bring it in the middle. Oh, by the way, I'm not a designer, but once upon a time, I used to do this, and yeah, in the middle will be fine, isn't it? Right? Like this. It's gonna be. Yeah. And then if it also fails, yeah, so it's up. You see, if we put it in the middle, it's gonna look nicer. right? And these gonna be React components. If it fails, they go back on 1. If it's valid, they click on confirm. Right? I mean, confirmation just means yeah, just use it, and then they accept to make a payment. And then we also need to have something. We also need to have something like this. I'm not gonna do. We also a loader, right? When they click, when they confirm, it start loading, and then right, or it's gonna be faster. You know what? Instead of having this double step click, we can change the button. We can do this. This will change to confirm. Right. Remember, we be using states, so we can change the color. This will change to confirm. It will change the color of this. Will change to green. This green, and the text. The text to confirm. Confirm, which is confirmer in that language. Okay. And this will be like your coupon will expire on July 4th, 20, right? Yada yada. And something like you have a value of you have a value of let's say 75. I'm using American format. Let me use 75. This is the formats they use in the Holy Land. Okay. So right, and just to give them a notification that your coupon, something like a please click on I'm translating to make payments. Cliquez sur confirmer. Veuillez cliquer infinitive, right? Veuillez cliquer sur confirmer. Machin. Veuillez cliquer sur confirmer pour payer. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Not bad. Okay, let me save this. Yeah, so this is what's gonna happen. So we got step 1, step 2. Oh, case 2. It's not step, it's case. So case 1, we prompt them. Case 2, they fail. We send them back to insert. Once they insert, if it's success, boom. Oh, so I'm basically using 2 languages here, which is not fair. Please click on confirm to proceed with your payments. To proceed with your payment is more just click. Remember, English is simple. If it was French, it would be a lot. Click on confirm to proceed. Right? Just make it simple. And this English is because I'm doing the live on English, but the application will be in a different language. That language that I start hating more and more. I don't like that language anymore. The culture behind that language based on pride, self-centered, right? 16. Okay. 16 as well. Okay. Yeah, so your coupon will expire on July 4th, 2025. You have a value of your coupon value is right, something like coupon value, right, column, and then we give them coupon value in Zaza, right? It's not gonna be Zaza, but let's just put Za. Let's just use the currency of Munzanzi. Hey, Munzanzi. Haibo. Okay, that's the design. So let's confirm our test. Let's go back on there. Let's go back on PyCharm to test, to confirm our testing. No. We use response detail message, right? It doesn't matter. We're gonna test assert through response. Really? I have to do this? I don't have to do this. Let me do this. Message detail. Yeah, message detail makes sense. Message detail. What are we seeking? We're seeking payments has been. Oh, what type of English is it? Payments has been processed. Okay, it's not payment has been. It's payment has been Go back. Test now. Let's see. Bingo. We are printing the key somewhere here because we wanted to make sure that the format of this code is correct. Alternatively, which is a must, we have to send the application on the payload. Application ID. Even if we're not gonna use it, is the application ID? Yeah, application number, app number. And this gonna be a plain text, because even if someone get the application number, what are they gonna do with that? Nothing. App number. You see, that's what testing takes a lot of time, right? Then just writing an application, failing on production or failing somewhere and redoing it, trying to figure out what went wrong. Application number. We don't have an application here. We have to create application. What are the conditions to create application? We go back on property, model, application. We create application by passing a title. Which means we need to create application. As you can see, once the application is created, on one of the steps of creating application, we have the default is offline. Oh, we have to pass offline here too. It really doesn't matter, but let's just put it here. Offline. And the application number is our default primary key. Our primary key is application number. I wanted to use the ID and the application number, but I'm like, no, this is a special case. We don't have to use ID and application number. It's kind of complicated. The application number has to be unique and has to be the primary key. Actually, when you are modeling something like a application, something similar to this instance of application number has to be the primary key instead of ID or key. Right? And the application number type we've customized. We create a custom type. It's just a char. I was playing around, but we have applied the constraints. We've applied the regular expression again. Why? Because we want to make sure that the application ID will be 11 digits or 11 characters that includes both 11 characters that include both the letter and the number. So we create a custom type. Or instead of going crazy the way I wanted to do something. I don't know why. What led me to? I don't know what led me to create a custom, because I could create just a char and then apply the regular expression, but I wanted to try creating a custom model field, which I learned how to do that. Yeah, so we have offline. We have to add offline. A new tuple off, and the label will be offline. Okay, and the photo will be offline. It looks like we need to create application. I'm already getting tired. How longer? It's 1 hour. I'll continue tomorrow. Let's see if tomorrow I'll be here working on this again. But we've created payments, but creating a payment is not enough. Let's go back to our testing before we end this video. Creating a payment is not enough. We've created payments. Now we need to work on signals. Signal based on payments. If a payment is created, we trigger a signals that will create a one-time payment, right? Yeah, I'm gonna end this video here because I can't go back creating. We need to create a custom signals. A custom signal that will receive both a payment and an application ID. A payment and application ID. By the way, you know what I'm thinking? Because I wanna reuse the coupon payment for both the subscription and the one-time payments. That's what I'm thinking now. Why? Because I'm thinking still in that worst case scenario, when people want to make a one-time payment using a coupon or access coupon, why don't we use the same endpoints to make a subscription via a coupon instead of making a subscription payments in other method than coupon? If that's the case, we can make this a coupon payment for both a one-time payment and subscription payments, right? But since we start with subscription, we start with the one-time payment. Let's just complete the one-time payment, and then I will rewrite that. I have to rewrite this to make it be a util, or to make it be functional for both subscription payments, and so we can branch here. When we create these payments, it's either a subscription payments or a one-time payments. And then the application ID will be optional. If the application ID exists on the payload, yeah, I think this coupon is valid for both subscription and one-time payments, because he has everything you need for coupon payments, which is coupon code, right? we're just gonna check application number here, right? Request data get app number. Or none. Bingo. And then when we create our custom, our custom signal, we can pass the app number one way or another, right? We can check it somewhere here. If payments and app number, if app number exists and the payment exists, we branch into our custom signal. If not, we just, oh no, that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it here. Yeah, we're gonna do it here. If application number exists, we use customer signals. If not, we're gonna use the default signal from payments method, the post created signal. Okay, I'm gonna end this video here. I'll be back tomorrow around probably 4 to 5 p.m. Central Time, US. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I will see you, or you will see me in a couple hours. Bye-bye. 24 hours. Let's enjoy the blues before we end the video. Let's go.
Goodbye, my little baby. I wish you all the best. I'm so tired and lonely. I guess I need some rest. I'm nothing but a shadow, baby. The shadow for myself. Since you left me in the darkness and gone to someone else.